hashtag tag right now on Y101. We are Adam and Allison. And think of it as like Radio Reddit, where we just throw something out and you add your hashtag for hashtag tag. So what's a common life goal that most people have that you don't?
Hashtag not my goal.
601-995-1017.
This one online said buying a big house. I know it's supposed to be the dream, but I'd rather have freedom and experience than square footage.
Hashtag not my goal.
Not a secret, but having visible abs. I'm a curvy, fit woman. I lift and I'm active and healthy. The degree of restriction it would take to see my abs would not be healthy for me.
Hashtag not my goal.
That's a good one.
Those are fun from the internet.
So, I mean, I feel like there are so many of these that I have. Like, I'm just not into the typical goals.
Yeah.
But the weirdest one I would say is like, I don't date. I don't like dating. I might be single forever. I'm okay with that.
Hashtag not my goal.
Mine is kind of a newer one for me because whenever I was younger in radio, typically you move around a lot until you get to like a big city.
Yeah.
Like a Tampa Bay or Pittsburgh, New York City, LA, something like that. So I just figured that at some point I would do that. Maybe because I haven't at 34, like ever really made a move to a big city. Now at 34, I'm like, yeah, that's not my goal anyway. But
hashtag not my goal.
It's a cliche, but the big fish, small pond thing, I kind of like it. That's kind of how I feel.
Big dog.
Yeah, big dog.
Hashtag not my goal.
What you got? 601-995-1017. Greg says,
hashtag not my goal.
To retire at 62. At 50, I'm out.
Boy, I want to retire today, Greg.
Well, that's a bit of a more lofty goal, Greg, than retiring at 62.
Zach says having kids.
Hashtag not my goal.
So there you go. 601-995-1017. Interesting note from Haley. It says having a real career with a progression along with some kind of path from less responsibility to more, especially in people managing. No thanks.
Hashtag not my goal.
Do you have any desire to be a boss
No,
of anyone? Me
it
neither.
seems like the worst. That seems like the worst job, being a manager and having to deal with people constantly complaining.
Like, I've had the fantasy often about getting a producer for this show, somebody else to help, but I wouldn't want to be considered their boss.
No.
You know?
Hashtag not my goal.
Amy says, I don't really care if I get married or not. I'm not against a long-term relationship and kids with the right person, but I just don't have any strong desire to tie the knot.
Hashtag not my goal.
That's every guy ever.
This is an interesting one from Jennifer. She says, being a millionaire. I just want enough to not stress about bills. The rest seems like more problems.
Hashtag not my goal.
That's an interesting one because I don't know that being a millionaire is the same as it used to be. I think you still might have some stress if you do have $1 million in the bank account. I was just reading the other day that there are more millionaires these days than any other time. And so like $1 million isn't enough to retire anymore.
That's lame.
I know.
Cassie says a lot of people have skydiving or bungee jumping on their bucket list. I have literally no desire to do either ever. No, thank you.
Hashtag not my goal.
Another one says frequent travel. Seems to be a big one for a lot of people these days. But being at home with my pets is my favorite place to be.
Hashtag not my goal.
I like both. I like both traveling and being with my pets. I wish I could do them together.
Adam and Allison in the morning.